Right, so we're going to start sitting down. So come to a cross-legged position. Do a little warm-up. For the session today, we're going to do a kind of a Hatha vinyasa type practice. So we're going to start with a little warm-up, come through our sun salute, and then we're going to do pose, very small vinyasa flow, pose, vinyasa flow, pose, vinyasa flow, and then shavasana. So just to let you know what we're doing. So we're going to start with our little warm-up. So cross-legged, however feels good for you. If you want to, you can stay in easy pose or come into half lotus or full lotus if you want to as well. So we're going to do a nice side body stretch. So taking the right arm down by the side of the body. We'll take a nice big inhale up and look towards the sky. Keep the chest nice and open. And exhale back to center and back the other way, looking up to the sky. Exhale, center. We're going to do that 2 more times. Right, inhale, exhale, center. Keep these sitting bones firmly on the ground when you're stretching. Good, center. And we'll do 1 more on each side. Over. Exhale, and last time. Good. Okay, lovely. So we're going to come to stacked leg pose and stretch out our glutes. So that's with one leg crossed underneath and the other leg sitting on top. So looking from above, you've just got your legs stacked on top. And we're going to come into a little forward stretch here. So just taking the arms out in front, so folding forward at the hips. And we're going to keep the spine nice and straight, so I don't want any rounding in the back. We don't want to be hunching forwards. So we're going to keep the spine nice and straight and walk forward as much as you can. Have a gentle little sway side to side, just waking up the area in the hips. And you can just introduce the breathing here, so breathing in, out through the nose or mouth, whatever feels good. Good. And we're going to swap legs, so walk the hands back. Take the other leg on top. And you'll notice that one side's usually a little bit stiffer than the other. So same thing again, walking the arms forward, keeping the back nice and straight. Breathe with it, sway side to side. Just loosen off the neck a little bit. You can maybe just have the neck one way and then the other. Good. Okay, walk the hands back. We'll come to tabletop, so coming onto the hands and knees. Okay, so we're going to come to some tiger pose here. So we're going to take the nose up, looking up, dropping the belly, inhaling. And then exhale, we're going to round to cat pose. The next time we're going to do it, we're going to raise up the right leg. So we'll inhale, draw a line with the nose, dropping the belly, looking up, and take the right leg up, pointing the toes, keeping the hips square. Exhale, lower, rounding the back, chin to chest. Good, we'll do the same again, inhaling, looking forward, and taking up the left leg, keeping the hands pushing into the mat. Exhale, drop that knee, round the spine to cat pose. Good, same again, take the right leg up, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, release, round the back, cat pose. And again, left side, drop the belly, left leg. And drop the knee, round the back. Okay, come back to neutral. And we're going to come into some nice little big circles with the hips. So walk the hands a little bit further out in front. And we're going to take the hips forward. And we'll round back, moving backwards, like child's pose. Forwards, round and back. And you can make the movements as exaggerated or small as you want. Just Feeling out the space in the body, particularly around the hips. Good, we'll do one more circle this way and then we'll reverse the circle back the other way. Okay, so coming back the other way. Round, back. Make sure we're breathing with it. So inhaling as we're coming forward. Exhaling, coming back. And again. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Good, we'll do two more. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. So we're using loads of different muscles here, also waking up our core a little bit by coming into this easy plank type position. Good. Come back to center. We're going to lower now into mountain heart pose. So we're going to take the arms forwards, reaching forwards, and we're just going to drop the belly, keeping the knees where they are, feeling like the bum's pointing up. Drop the forehead down to the ground, stretch the arms forward, and take a nice couple of breaths here. So this is opening out the shoulders. Also just giving a little bit of relief on the lower back. Good. Okay, we'll gently come back up to tabletop. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, and we're going to take the right leg back to stretch out the calves. So straightening the right leg, we'll push the hands into the hands to move the body weight backwards. We can move the hands a little bit further out in front to get a deeper stretch. And the aim is to try and get the heel towards the ground. And release that leg. Same thing the left side. Straighten that leg, push back. Keep the neck nice and long. Good. Remember to breathe. Okay, we'll come back to tabletop. We're going to stretch out the lower part of the legs, the Achilles, with one of my favorites. So curling the toes under behind, walking the hands back, lifting the knees into the chest, and we can just gently rock backwards and forwards here. So we should hopefully feel a little stretch on the Achilles, and the aim is to try and get the heels close to the ground. It takes a little bit of balance as well to do that. Good. Okay, so we'll release the head, relax the head, and we're going to come up to standing nice and gently. So straighten the legs, keep the head nice and relaxed, and we're going to unfold, gently rolling up all the way, slowly, slowly, until we're standing up nice and tall. Okay, so coming to the front of the mat, we'll come to our first round of sun salutes. So we need the feet together, spread the toes, nice and wide. Just check the pelvis, check we're not in a posterior or anterior pelvis tilt. Make sure we're nice and neutral here. And we'll take the palms together at the heart. We're just going to take a nice slow breath in and out through the nose. Good. Okay, we'll inhale, take the arms up. You can come into a little back bend if you like here. I'm not going to, but feel free. We'll exhale, folding forward at the hips, keeping the back nice and straight. Reaching the arms forward all the way until we get down to the ground. Relax the head. We'll take the hands onto the shins, half lift and look forward. We're going to take both hands down to the mat, coming into the plank. So take both legs back. And drop the knees if you want easy plank. And we're going to lower down to fall in pose. So dropping the knees down. Drop the chest and chin, keeping the elbows in tight to the body. And the bottom should be up. Okay, so from here, we're going to come into baby crow. So baby cobra. So we're just going to lift Sorry, I just had a phone call. Let me just set do not disturb, sorry. Okay, so coming from baby cobra, releasing down. Inhale, we'll come up as far as feels comfortable, keeping the elbows in tight, squeezing the glutes to protect the lower back. Exhale, release. Okay, we'll curl the toes under behind. We're going to push back into downward facing dog. So to do that, we're going to push down into the mat, lift the body up into tabletop, push the body weight backwards, straighten the legs up, and we come into that nice triangle shape pose. Okay, so we really want to be squeezing the fingers into the mat, pedaling out here, stretching out the calves and hamstrings. You can have some little twists in here if you want to wake up the side body a little bit. Keep the head looking nice and relaxed here. Good. You can either jump or step forward here. I'm going to jump, but if you want to just step forward, back to forward fold with the hands framing the feet. So I'm going to jump back to forward fold. Then we're going to take the hands on the shins. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. We'll take the hands onto the back of the calves. Pull the body weight down. We're not rounding the back here. Good. We're going to inhale, raise the arms up. Coming up, if you want a back bend here, take the arms back. Exhale, palms at the heart. Good. We'll take a couple of breaths here, closing the eyes, just centering ourselves. Good. We'll inhale, raise the arms, back bend if you like. Exhale, fold forward, keep the hips way back nice and straight, folding just at the hips. Release the hands down. Have a little bend in the knees if you can't quite reach. Take the hands onto the shins. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, back to forward fold, hands on the calves, pulling the body down. Good. We're going to come into the plank, so either jump or step back to plank. We're going to lower the knees, chest and chin down. Good. Keeping the elbows in nice and tight. We're going to do 3 cobras here. So find the level that feels good for you, whether that's just lifting the head or coming up all the way. And we're going to do this at our own pace. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, returning. Forehead down to the ground. 2 more times. Exhale, release. We want the elbows to be touching the side body here. And release. Good. Curl the toes under behind. We're going to use the strength in the arms to push us into downward facing dog. So coming back into tabletop, half child's pose, and then straightening the legs. Maybe take a little micro step forward with the feet and pedaling out here. Remember to breathe, so nice deep breaths. Again, twisting a little bit if you want, pedaling the legs out. Good. Jump or step forward, whatever you prefer, to forward fold. Hands on the calves, pull the body down. We'll half lift, taking the hands on the shins. Look forward. Exhale, back to forward fold. Inhale, bring the arms up. Back bend if you like. Exhale, release. Good. Okay, so we're going to come to one of our more static poses. We're going to come to chair pose and do a couple of variations. and then move through vinyasa. So chair pose, to do this correctly, we're going to have the feet hip width apart. We're going to make sure that we've got a tilt in the pelvis so that we're tucking the tailbone under. We're going to bend the legs, and we should still be able to see the toes. Okay, so from here we're going to take the arms forward, stretching out the fingers, just step back. Good, and we're going to hold it here. 10, 9, breathe, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, pushing the shoulders down away from the ears, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to drop the hands down to touch onto the ground, keeping that tilt with the pelvis, just touching the ground like we did the deadlift. We're going to come back to chair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop the hands down again, just touching the fingertips onto the ground. One more time. 1, 2, breathe. 3, 4, feel the burn in the legs. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we're going to bring the arms up, straighten the body. Exhale, bring the hands to heart. Okay, we're going to move through a vinyasa flow. So we're just going to inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, fold. Walk back to plank. Drop down. You can come into chaturanga, yogi press up. Good. Move forward, up dog. Lift the legs if you like. Down dog. 3 breaths. 1. 2, 3. Okay, we'll jump or step forward between the palms. Inhale, arms up. Nice and warm. Exhale, release. Good. Okay, so the next position we're going to come to is side angle. So we're going to come to a nice wide stance with the feet parallel to each other. Okay, so we're going to take the right foot out and face that towards the front. If it's easier if you've got the left, so you can still see the camera, that's fine. Bring the left foot in a little bit, about 45 degrees, and we're going to turn towards the front. We'll come into warrior 1, warrior 2, then side angle. So bend in the front leg so that the knee is in line with the ankle. Hips are forward, nice and square. If that's too much on the calf, lift up the heel. And we'll inhale, bring the arms up. Good. Hold here. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want the shoulders to be down away from the ears so we're not hunched in the shoulders. 5, 6, 7. Make sure we're still bending that front leg. 8, 9, and 10. Twist round to the left, keeping the hips nice and level, tucking the tailbone under, arms out. Looking over that front middle finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a really strong practice today. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to drop the right arm onto the right knee, and we're going to bring the left arm up and over. If that's too much, take the arm on the lower back. If you want to deepen the practice a little bit, you can take the right shoulder on the inside of the right knee, take the right arm underneath and hold hands. And I'll just do that from the other side so you can see. And we'll hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, breathe, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently come up to warrior 2, making sure that that tailbone is under. One more thing here. 1, 2, 3. Make sure the back arm's not dropping. 4, 5. Pulling the shoulders down away from the ears. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release the legs. Okay, we're going to move through our vinyasa with a little bit of flow and energy. So inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, fold. Step back to the plank. And exhale, lower the knees, chest and chin, or come into chaturanga. Inhale, forward cobra. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths here. Two more. One more. Good. Either jump or step forward between the hands. Straighten the legs. Inhale, arms up. Palms together. Exhale. Good. Okay. Now we're going to come back to the chair, but bring in a little twist into it. So we'll come back to our chair pose. If you need a drink, grab a drink. Legs, feet hip width apart. Making sure that we're tucking that tailbone under, protecting the lower back. Okay, so we're going to bring the hands together in prayer. And we're going to twist round to the right. So we want the elbow to be onto the knee and twisting round to the right. Looking up towards the sky. Pushing the shoulders down away from the ears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're just going to move round to the other side, round to the left. Again, making sure that we're really opening out the chest, looking up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Gently come up to standing. Okay, we're going to come through our vinyasa, but we're going to take a little break in child's pose in the middle of that. So inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, fold forward. Take the feet back to plank. Drop the knees down. Release the feet. And moving back to child's pose, body weight moves backwards. Arms reach forwards. Forehead down to the ground. Taking some deep breaths here. You should be hot, you should be sweating. The heart rate should be up. Keep the mind strong. Enjoy this calm in the body, this releasing of energy. while we're resting. Good, a couple more breaths. Nice deep breaths to regulate the body's temperature. Good, okay. We'll really gently come back up to tabletop. We're going to curl the toes under, continue our vinyasa flow, lifting the knees, pushing back to downward facing dog. Good. I just want everybody to do this with me so that we're doing downward facing dog correctly. So I want everybody to bend their knees and notice that when you bend the knees, the shoulders are able to drop and get a little bit more buoyancy in the shoulders. So we want the upper body to be in one nice long line, and only then do we straighten the legs. If not, we tend to hunch in the shoulders and move forward. So it's really important we get good form in downward facing dog. And when we're happy with the upper body, then straighten the legs. Good. Okay, we're going to jump or step forward to forward fold. Good. Inhale, bring the arms up. And exhale. Release. Good. Okay. So we're going to come to a balancing practice now, eagle pose. So we're going to start with the arms, get the arms correct first. So we're going to cross the right arm over the left and see if we can twist that one more time, holding on to the palms. If that's too much, then maybe just hold on to anywhere that feels comfortable. If we can, try and hold on to the palms. Okay, so from here, we're going to push the shoulders down away from the ears and allow the arms to move forward. Okay, so now we're going to do the same with the legs. We're going to take the left over the right, and if you can, see if you can interlock that once more. If you can't, you can just stay here in one cross. But if you can squeeze that around the ankle, it's hard for men, so don't worry if you can't do this. Release the arms, allow them to relax. Just so you can see from the side. And again, here we want to tuck the tailbone under so that we're not tempted to arch the back. Another variation of chair, really, with the bent legs. Hold here. Breathe. Squeeze the toes into the mat, keeping the form, and gently unfold. Release the arms. We're just going to take some rolls with the shoulders, back, and then forward. Good. Okay, so we're going to do the same on the other side. So we'll take the arms out. We'll do left over right this time. And then twisting again. Again, making sure that the shoulders are down away from the ears. Okay, so this time we're going to take the right leg over the left. Cross here. If you need to stay here, just stay here. Point the toes. If you can, find your balance. And have an extra little twist. Find your balance. Tuck the tailbone under. And hold. Focus your gaze, your drishti at one point in front of you. You can interlock the hands if you prefer. Hold here. And gently release. Okay, unfold the arms. Again, some little rolls with the shoulders. And and then back the other way. Good. Okay, so we're going to move through our vinyasa, front of the mat. Again, with energy, we're building a little bit of fire in the body. Inhaling up, exhaling, fold forward. Step back to plank. Either chaturanga or lower the knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra, or up dog, lifting the legs if you like. Exhale, down dog, push backwards. Make sure we've got that good form, so bend the legs first, push back, and then straighten. Good, take another breath here. Jump or step forward, making as little noise as possible. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Okay, so we're going to move now down to the mat. And we're going to gently come down. We're going to come down in yogi squat, my favourite. So palms together at the heart. Have the feet nice and wider than hip width here. So you can adjust the feet as we move. And we're going to tuck the tailbone under. Gently squat down. We're going to do this in stages. So we're going to squat down. See if you can get your legs nice and level with the parallel with the ground. Come up all the way. We're going to do that a couple more times. Yogi squat. Keeping the tailbone tucked under, back nice and straight. And up. Good. One more time. You should feel a burn in the thighs. Good. Hold here. Hold here if you can. We'll gently heel toe in, bringing the body weight all the way down. If you do collapse, don't worry. Just finding a comfortable position. If you're able to stay here, push the knees apart. And just take a couple of breaths. If you did fall down, then that's fine. Just keep the bottom on the ground, and you can do the same with the bottom on the ground. Opening out the knees with the hands. Wherever you are, just close the eyes for a second here. Breathe. Okay, good. So we can gently release. We're going to come to a little combination of dolphin pose, plank, down dog. So this is going to be the hardest part of the practice, but we're just going to do it 3 times. Okay, so to do dolphin, what we need to do is start in tabletop. And we'll take the forearms down to the ground. And we want the forearms to be about shoulder width apart, so you can hold on to opposite elbows here. And then rotate, pivot on the elbows, spreading the fingers out nice and wide. Almost like we're going to go into a forearm turn. Okay, so same thing as what we do with downward facing dog. We're going to curl the toes under. We're going to push into the mat through the shoulders so that the shoulders move down away from the ears. We're really strong in the shoulders. There's a good gap between the shoulders and ears. And we'll gently lift the knees. You might need to keep a little bend in the knees. And if you want to, you can try and straighten the legs. Good. Okay, so we're going to lift up onto the hands into plank. So moving the body weight forwards and then back to down dog. Good. Okay, so dropping the forearms, one, the other. Good. Breathe, remember to breathe. This is the hardest part. Move up onto the hands to plank. Squeeze the core or center and push back to down dog. Drop the forearms down to the mat. Keep the gaze behind. Move back up into plank. And finally down dog. That's all we're going to do for that little flow. We'll drop the knees down to the mat. And we'll take a little rest again in child's pose. Toes together, push the body weight back, stretch the arms out in front. You should feel that a little bit in the shoulders from that. Take some shoulder strength, some wrist strength. Good, allow the breathing to settle again. Okay, so we'll gently come up. We're going to come to sitting on our bum. And we're going to come into some nice little twists. So we're going to take the legs out in front into Dandasana. So legs are out straight, move the fleshy bits out of the way. We can push the hands into the mat so that we raise a little bit taller. And we've got the feet flexed towards us so that we're really engaging the feet. And we should feel the need to engage the quad muscles as well, and maybe the core. Shoulders are down, away from the ears. Good, hold here. Look forward, breathe. If we're doing this correctly, it should actually be challenging. Good. Okay, so we're going to cross the right leg over the left, and we're going to place the outside edge of the right foot near the knee. Okay, so we're then going to take the left hand bending at the elbow, the left hand on the outside edge of the right leg, and the right arm behind us, raising tall, gently twisting behind. Good, breathe. We should be spreading the fingers out nice and wide. See if you can find a little extra space, gently twisting a little bit more. If that's too much, ease off. Move the hand, you might just need to be here. That's fine. As long as we've got the chest lifted, the breastbone lifted. That's all we can do, keep the feet flexed. Okay, so we'll gently release, coming back to center. We're going to do the same with the other arm. So the right arm inside the inner right leg, near the knee. Raise through the left arm, gently twist the other way. And spreading the fingers out. Keep the foot flexed and breathe. One more breath. Good, and we'll gently release the hands. Take the foot back. We're going to come back to Dandasana. Flexing the toes towards us. Hands by the side of the body. Raising up nice and tall. Shoulders around, back and down. Again, squeezing the quads, squeezing the core so that we're really nice and straight. And look forward. Good, 2 more breaths. Okay, same thing with the left leg. So we're going to bend the left leg, take the outside edge of the left foot on the outside of the right knee. Okay, so this time we're going to take, if we start with our right arm on the outside of the left leg, raise through the spine, and again, gently twisting, looking behind, just finding that spot that's comfortable. We're not overstretching here. Most important thing is that the spine is nice and upright. We're not rounding the back here. Good. 2 more breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose or mouth, whatever feels better. Good. Gently release. We'll take the outside of the left elbow on the inside of the knee. Raise through the spine, straightening the right arm. And again, gently twisting behind. Keep the feet flexed. Good. And gently come back to the center, releasing the arms. We're going to come to butterfly, so soles of the feet touching. We're going to move the feet in towards the body. And we're going to do this really nice and straight. So we're going to interlock either around the feet, or if we can't reach that, then around the ankles or shin. And we're going to straighten the back. So just finding that nice and steady spot. Shoulders should be round, back and down. Spine is nice and straight. It doesn't matter if you're out in front here, as long as you've got the back straight. Good. Couple of breaths. You can take the gaze up slightly, just gently looking up. Good. Okay, gently release. Okay, so we're going to come to laying on the back now. We're going to come into a nice spinal twist. So laying back, we're going to use the hands by the side of the body. And we're going to move the legs over one way, back to center, over to the other side, and back to center, right, center, and left. Center. Okay, we're going to take the hands onto the knees now. Flex the feet. We're going to draw some nice big circles, just massaging the lower back. Nice big circles. Keep the head relaxed. No need to look at me, just nice big circles. And we'll go back the other way. So rotating back. Breathing, we're slowing down the body on this intense practice. Okay, good. We're going to come to a reclined butterfly now. So dropping the feet down, we'll bring the soles to touching, allowing the knees to splay out to the sides. We can take the hands onto the tummy here. We're just going to feel our breath, so taking the hands on the tummy, closing the eyes, just noticing our breathing, whether it's still really fast or whether it's slowed down. Just deepening the breathing, controlling the breath. Out through the mouth, exerting energy, cooling the body. Good. Okay, we're going to take the arms out now nice and wide. Bring the knees back up to the center. We'll move the hips over to the left just slightly, and then allowing the knees to fall over to the right. Keeping the shoulders both down on the ground. We can hold on to the knees with the right hand and just twist the neck, looking towards the left hand. Both shoulders are down on the ground. If that means that you need to move the knees so that they're not as far over to get the shoulders down, then adjust, as long as both shoulder blades are down on the mat. We're just moving to the limitations of our body. Good. Couple more breaths. Okay, bring the head back to the center. Release the arm from the knees, bring the knees back up to the middle. Just straighten out the body. So taking the spine and the midline of the body in one line. Then we'll take the hips over to the left slightly, and then knees over. So the hips over to the right and then knees over to the left. Hold onto the knees with the left hand and gently look towards the right arm, keeping both shoulders firmly on the ground. Close the eyes. And just noticing how you feel now, whether you're feeling a little calmer maybe than the beginning of the practice or into any part of your day so far. Good. Bring the head back to the center. Release the hand from the knee. Bring the legs up. And we're going to come into Shavasana. So straighten out the legs. And we're going to just tilt the pelvis up slightly so that we've got the lower back firmly on the ground. Just allow the feet to splay out to the sides. Just get those little wiggles out of the way. Maybe just have a little shake of the feet so that you can just find that place where they want to sit naturally. And we can either have the hands off the mat, away from the body, palms facing up. Or if you want to, you can hold onto the tummy or even touching onto the skin on the tummy just to connect to your breathing to help you relax. It's a really useful way to just connect to the breathing and keep the mind focused on one thing. So we're just going to deepen the breathing, allowing ourselves to settle here. Just notice anywhere that you're holding any tension, maybe around the shoulders, or maybe just moving the shoulders down from away from the ears, or anywhere else, maybe in the pelvic region, maybe in the forehead or the eyes. So just getting that nice, comfortable position. Deepen the breathing, just noticing the tummy moving up and down. Trying to breathe from the tummy, not the chest, where we often shallow breathe when we're anxious or running around or stressed. When we sleep, we normally breathe from the tummy. And we're most relaxed. And we'll begin a body scan starting from the tip of the toes, working all the way up the body, relaxing each part of the body. So starting with the feet, noticing the heels touching the ground. Just see if you can soften through the feet. Relaxing the soles of the feet, the top of the feet, each toe, and the ankles, the calves and shins, the knees, hamstrings and thighs. Relaxing all the muscles in the pelvic region and hips. Relaxing the tummy. Allowing the breathing to be loose, comfortable, effortless. Relaxing the ribs and chest. Relaxing the area around the heart. Maybe just taking a nice big slow breath in here and breathing out through the mouth to notice that relax a little bit more. Relaxing the shoulders. Relaxing the biceps and triceps, elbows, forearms, wrists, back of the hands, the palms, each finger and thumbs. Relaxing the neck and relaxing the head, allowing the head to just feel really heavy on the ground. Allowing the mat and the ground to take all of the weight out of the body. Just softening the jaw, opening the mouth just a tiny bit, allowing the teeth to sit really naturally. Relaxing the chin, cheeks, temples, forehead, eyebrows, eyelids, the upper lip, lower lip, the tongue, allowing the tongue to fill the whole bottom palate of the mouth. Noticing the neck relax when you do. Staying really rested. Maybe noticing if there's any breeze around the room, or if you can feel the sun or the temperature around you. Just noticing how you feel here, whether there's any irritation that you need to get up and do something, or whether you're comfortable just being, resting. Without trying to control anything that's coming into the mind, just watching it, allowing it to come and then allowing it to pass. Okay, and we'll begin waking up the body, just gently deepening the breathing to a more wakeful breath. And we can begin wiggling the fingers and toes, just waking up the joints in the body. Maybe beginning to stretch through the arms and legs if you're ready. Just waking up our physical body. Maybe taking the arms above the head as if your first morning stretch. Maybe having a little yawn. And we can, if you feel ready, gently rolling onto one side using the arm as a pillow. Taking your time to get there. If you're not ready, stay where you are. Keeping the eyes closed. Being here. We're going to use the hands to guide us back up to a seated position, keeping the eyes closed again. Crossing the legs or coming into half lotus if that's more comfortable for you. I'm going to take the hands onto the knees. We're going to just come into a little chin mudra, the index finger and thumbs touching and stretching out the middle, fourth and little fingers. So we're just going to take a little lift in the spine, helping us become a little bit taller through the spine. I'm going to take the gaze up slightly, just gently behind closed eyes, just taking the head up, noticing it become a little bit lighter behind the eyes. We're going to keep the eyes closed and we're going to come into some sun arms. So just taking the arms out wide, making nice big circles, bringing the palms up together above the head. Turning the palms so that they're facing down towards the earth. As we exhale, you can take a little fold forward, bringing the forehead down towards the earth. We'll inhale, rise again, taking the arms back up, palms together at the top. Exhale, turn the palms down towards the earth, moving forward, forehead down towards the ground. Good. We'll do that once more, inhaling, coming up. Palms together at the top, turn the palms, exhaling, folding forward, releasing the head down. Good. We'll gently come back up to seated. Just bringing the hands together at the heart, taking just a few moments here to be grateful for something today. Maybe there's something that's happened or something this week, whatever that looks like for you, simple as it might be. And we'll just dip the chin down to touch onto the fingertips, just feeling that. Bringing the chin back up to be parallel with the ground. Taking the hands over the eyes, blocking out any light. Just allowing our hearing sense to heighten slightly. Just using our hearing sense to gauge the space around you, the height of the room you're in, the width, the length. And we'll just wake up the eyes, rotating the eyes around clockwise 3 times. And then anti-clockwise 3 times. And we'll slowly bring the hands away from the face, opening the eyes, looking at the palms. Namaste everybody, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that practice.